What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gmias back in the house, bringing you another. I don't know what the fuck is going on here, but pretty much this is gonna be a franchise game as I talk about relationships. Looking at the title, you can see that it's called Relationship Wars. This is gonna be primarily for heterosexual couples. I'm not too inclined with homosexual couples at this point. I'm not really involved in that to know as much about it as I do about the heterosexual way. So I've been asked a couple of questions. I apologize to my homie, a guy that I know for a long time that asked me like a couple of weeks ago. I didn't have really, I really don't got time. I didn't have time to do it, but here we go again. I'm about to get into it and just talk about a couple of different scenarios that may help to adjust, both male and female aspects of the situation of relationships. Pretty much, like I said, I've said it in the past. It's two different complete minds. You know what I'm saying? It's two different minds. You're dealing with a female mind that's a mind that's like a fucking maze. You know what I'm saying? It has so many different ways and different angles and so many, it's so many ways of looking at things, but it's the same exact, it's very simple to see it for what it is, but the female's mind can't see it like that. It's just so many ways to go to get to the same piece of cheese. And then you can imagine a man's mind where it's just one path. And it's right to the goddamn cheese. That's pretty much how I'm going to start this off to, further explain exactly what I'm trying to get into. Okay? You guys have to understand something. Both male and female, if you decide to stay in the same place and shack it up, bro, that it's going to have to be some sort of compromise. And when I say compromise, I don't mean like you watching TV by yourself and then she comes in and she's like, can we watch this? You're like, fuck you, bitch. I'm not talking about that type of compromise. I'm talking about maybe get another TV, put another TV in another room, something like that. But those are like minor issues that can be fixed. As far as the relationship strength, that's what I'm going to get into today. And as far as, guys that either have children involved, no children involved, whatever. I'm going to tell you this right now. We're going to start off with what the majority of Afro-American Negroes have problems with. Multiple baby mamas. Okay? Alright. This is how it goes. The female that you're no longer with, if she's the type of female that you were intentionally trying to get away from, but somehow ran into a female of the same caliber, same fucking characteristics, same everything, you are a dick, sir. And the reason that I say that is because a lot of black African American Negroes have a problem with females that they choose by the same guidelines. If you just left a woman that did some real ridiculous shit, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Yo, bro, jumped up on your car, scratched your shit, just becoming cursing for no reason, breaking shit, just way too gangster for her own means. And then you find a new female that does the same thing. You like, all right, I just left that bitch, but I'm about to get with this bitch. And then you want to have a problem with it? I can't help you. I'm gonna get that out the way. I'm gonna get that out the way right now, so that we all understand what's going on. I'm going to just let everyone understand there is nothing I can do for an individual that tries to get away from something and finds the same thing, which is what most black African American Negroes do. And then, oh man, I don't know why she did that, yo. You know what I'm saying? Last show did the same thing. I know that, motherfucker. So why would you why would you go and find the same girl again? It's pretty much the same girl in the flesh, bro. Just a different face and a different name. Still ghetto shit going on. You know what I'm saying? If that's the type of shit that you're looking for, that's why we brought up in the past. When you name your daughter Mercedes and shit like that, you start naming them after shit you can't afford. Black African American Negroes. Where do you expect them to go? Those names and certain things like that, people don't want to deal with that shit. Certain people at certain caliber levels, once they look at your name and they're like, you know what? Yeah, we're not going to work with this shit. We're not going to work with this shit today. And the reason that I say that is because sometimes it's as simple as a name. Sometimes you can know a female's tendency just by her names. You know what I'm saying, bro? You know strippers by their names. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can know a female, her traits and everything by her name. So that's why I want to get that out there. Because it's a whole different world where you try to bring someone into your house that has that type of mindset. that ghetto ass mindset, and you know, pretty much you're probably maturing, you're getting past that level, and you don't want to deal with it no more. So you left her to find somebody that's the same exact way, and now everything that you do is yielding the same results, but you don't know why. Motherfucker, nobody can help you. Just go lock yourself in a room with pads. You know what I'm saying? Like, just make sure it's padded and just do what's right. Because you're going to keep on doing the same dumb shit till you realize what's going on. Now, to the next scenario. We have men that, you know, have certain women, both all ethnicities, all races, that have these characteristics I just spoke about. You know, real, you know, hoodish, you know, arrogant, not give a fuck type attitude. And you move on from that and you find someone that is, you know, a decent person. Someone that you could be around, someone that, you know, you just feel like it's a different mindset, and you could deal with it, and you're ready to move on and leave the dark past of the big booty bitch that you fucked, all because she had a big booty and you knew all her tendencies, but you fucked her anyway and you wanted to keep her around because she had a big booty. That's how we think, bro. Listen, ain't nothing wrong with that. But now you figured out, you know what? I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna find somebody else. I'm gonna find a girl that is, you know, a little bit more decent. A girl that gets up and brushes her teeth before she tries to kiss me. Shit like that. All right. Now, you still got that other hood bitch in the background, which a lot of dudes have going on. And you got a, you know, a not so ghetto bitch that's just chilling, and you want to do whatever you can do to protect her away from this crazy ass bitch that you've just left. So what do? This is what females of a lightened, more, you know, relaxed, laid back, eloquent, more sophisticated, not like wine drinking sophisticated, but just different from the hood bullshit. This is what they're looking for. They're just looking to be considered special. What does that mean? That means that as much as you're trying to protect her from the other female, you can never ask her to leave whenever that other female comes up in the conversation. If you have a kid with that female, whatever. That new female has to be around no matter what. No matter who's coming around, she has to feel as if she's accepted. Now, when I say feel as if she's accepted, that doesn't mean that you have to treat her any differently if there's arguments. There's always going to be arguments. If there's no arguments, you don't got a real relationship. So don't be, it's about what you argue about. It's about tedious arguments. That's like, you know what, this bitch gotta go, or yo, the bitch is like, yo, this nigga gotta go. And when I say bitch, it's no disrespect. It's just I'm in a fucking zone right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and say females now, just to correct myself. Females. Sometimes we both sides get into a rage, like, you know what? Fuck this shit, I'm done. It happens. Now, this is why, this is I'm gonna get back to what I'm trying to address right now about the new female and her feeling special. She knows what you just came from. Females know other females. So they know, usually, for the most part, they know what the fuck you just came from, and they know that they're not that, and they're trying to make you understand that there's another way. The problem with ignorant people, ignorant men, let me just say men, ignorant men, they treat everyone the same, which you cannot do. And that goes for my players out there, and that goes to my, you know what I'm saying, my married men or committed relationship guys. You cannot treat that new female that you have around you all the time like you treated any other female. It has to be distinguished. And what I mean by that is this. Look, listen. You know how it's like, it's very difficult for men to sometimes say certain things. Like, yo, you know, you look good today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been guilty of that too. Like, you just look at what they're doing and you don't realize that they're doing it for everybody else. Females don't go into the bathroom and spend 9 hours putting makeup on for themselves. They're doing it for everybody else. So it starts with you. It starts with you, because if you're the person that she sees before she leaves, she needs to hear certain things from you before she goes out into a world of wolves and everybody else starts telling her. Like I said, those are things that I've grown to understand myself. I've seen it, but I never really, completely grasped the understanding of it. Some females, well, I'm gonna say mostly all, maybe 99.8%, mostly all I'm gonna use a new fucking I don't know if anybody's ever used it before. Mostly all females want to hear something like that. And there's a lot of guys that are like, they'll rather fucking suffocate themselves than say something nice. Me, in most cases, I'm always saying wild, ridiculous shit. That's just the way I am. I mean no malice behind it. That's just the way that's just the way I am. That's just the way I fucking say shit, whatever like that. But if a female, if Miss Gmia goes out of her way to look, to really, do her hair up, do all the shit that she wants to do, look really, really good, I'm gonna let her know that she looks good today. Other guys, most men can't do that shit. They'll be sitting there. Your girl will walk past you butt naked to leave the house, and you try to throw a touchdown pass in Madden. You're like, I'll see you later, or you doing something else. Like, it's not you. Like, there's like no attention being paid. That's the issue. That's the issue in most relationships that can, pretty much remove everything else and remove all doubt and remove all the other bullshit that's going on. Remove her going through your phone. Remove her like trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. You got to pay a little bit more attention, but at the same time, give space. That's where it's complicated. But people don't try to find a medium with it. Like I said, I got homies that'll rather jump off a bridge than say something nice to a female. And what I tell them is, bro, stop thinking about what you're saying in the moment. You know what I'm saying? It's sort of like, people think that, like when you look in someone in the eyes, like if anybody really thinks that when you get a compliment, male or female, in most cases, that the person that's saying it means it, you're fucking idiots. You don't have to mean it. And I'm not saying it to, oh yeah, bro, I'm not saying it to be just be outright mean. I'm just saying that even when it's like most people have to be in the mood to be able to say certain things, you have to be able to just say it. Yo, you look beautiful today. I like the way those things, I like the way those pants look on you or whatever like that. You have to be able to say that. Those things have to be done at some point. Not an everyday thing. Unless you got a real needy female that didn't have no dad and 19 stepdads. But you have to judge your female based on what you think she needs. And that's why I'm trying to go and make sure you guys understand it from different aspects of it. Make sure you understand that everyone is different. Although they're different, although they are the same. It's weird. But you fellas and you females know what I'm saying. Females, no matter who the female is, they want to hear certain things at certain times. Doesn't matter. The most independent females to the girl that's flipping burgers at McDonald's trying to do a come up. They all want to hear certain things at certain times. And if that's a female that you want to have around, you have to be able to say it. And this is directly for my fellas out there that just feel like they just cannot say shit. Like, bro, I cannot say something nice to this bitch. In some cases, it's okay. Because they don't deserve to have nothing nice said to them. But again, we are responsible as men for what we allow to happen around us. If we cannot deal with the female's characteristics and the way that they operate, they have to go. But the problem is men just sit around and let them do it. And then we find a way to be like, you know what? I'm going to start the argument tonight after you've been doing this shit for 9 years. And now it's on, bitch. No, it can't be on 9 years from then. It has to be addressed at that point. Communication is key. We all know about the silent treatment. We've all been there. But it's the maturity about it to make you say to your woman, listen, from now on, we're not going to do the silent treatment. Even if we're mad at each other, we got to talk to each other. That way we kind of be able, we could both feel out what both of us are doing. You know what I'm saying? It's not something where you're not talking to each other for fucking weeks and you have no idea what's going on. It can't work like that. I've been part of shit like that in the past. I'm telling you, I've seen it. I've witnessed it. Keep in mind, I'm not telling you guys nothing I don't know about that I haven't either been a part of myself or lived through with all my other people that have been around me. All ethnicities, all people. Everybody, all shapes and sizes. Motherfuckers in space is doing the same shit. It's the same thing. So this is what it is. You have to make sure that if you want to be with someone, and like I said, for my players and my married people, whatever, if you want to be with someone, You have to be able to compromise. We have to be able to understand the female's mind. Just keep that in mind when you know what I'm saying? When you're talking to your female, understand that their brain is like a fucking maze. When they tell you a story, you got to know the degrees Celsius, the degrees Fahrenheit, degrees Kelvin. What you got to know all that shit before she just tell you, yeah, I see my friend today. It may sound crazy. You know what I'm saying? But yo, it'll save your relationship if you're able to just look like you even feel like you have to look them in their face and just listen. I'm not saying you got to listen to anything that they're saying. I'm just saying you have to be listening, motherfucker. Like you gotta be, your ears gotta be like perking up, like you actually listen. And this is not an everyday thing for for extensive listening. But for some part of the day, it's cool if you're like, yo, how was your day today? That part of it is cool because they just want to say stuff. And they don't need suggestions on how to fix nothing. They just want to let you hear them say what they gotta say. Pretty much that's, you know what I'm saying? That's all that it is. And the reason that I'm going all over on tangents is I'm trying to dissect and let you guys understand the way the female mind works. It's all over the fucking place. But the one thing that any female wants to feel is special. Very easy to do. But you just have to say more and do a little bit more listening. You don't even have to hear the whole fucking thing that she's saying. Look out for the keywords so that you could jump in like, oh yeah, you really seen her over there? Yo, that's enough to know. Like, that's like after 30 minutes of talking, though. And you just say that one part, and she's like, all right, he listening to me. Sometimes the story may be interesting, and you might want to actually listen. But these are things that we have to understand. We cannot look for females that have the same traits and expect anything different. And we cannot expect our main chicks to be okay with leaving at any part of another person coming around that happens to be another female. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to understand that they just want to feel like they're the number one. So even if you're a player and you got your main chick and that chick stays with you at the house, you have to do things that make her feel different than the other chicks. If you're just treating everybody the same, you're going to get the same fucking, bro, you're going to get the same result when it's all said and done. That shorty that's around may end up being the main shorty later on. But we have to distinguish and understand that we cannot look for the same thing and be mad when the same results happen. That's pretty much what it is. And at the same time, understand the female's mind. That we have to be able to utilize and do different things to keep their mind in order. Because once you have a female's mind, that's the end of the battle. The problem is people think that the physical nature of fucking and everything like that means everything. It doesn't. You have to attack the mind. Do what you need to grasp the mind. One love.